Kachina dolls represent spirits that we pray to. Uh, uh, well, Kachina dolls themselves are called dolls. They're dolls. They're not gods. They're dolls for the girls to play with. And are, these represent our uncles of the Kachina in a mixed dance. They always appear and they have uh, a feather work on the back, which are made out of eagle tail feathers, and they're very impressive. And Kachina is usually uh, impersonated by someone from the water clan. That is my clan, uh, and in all occasions, it represents someone from that that would be very uh, in olden times we use just a butcher knife and then the rocks. But now that we do have modern tools, he can come right to the fine details, such as on the hands or the legs, see? And such as this one is, and and stay more to proportion. Whereas before you just have little short arms and knob for hands. If they don't disappear, we'll have them. We'll have another one. That's at the village of Shongopov. It's about the only place that it's performed now.
What is the purpose of this ceremony?
Well, like all of our ceremonies, we ask for good harvest, good weather, and lots of rain and good life. One is it's not very. It's not. Nó kỹ tam ya pi na hồi na vợ nguyện tê ma ni ai hồ tê ôi quả khoai phải ya na vô tê cả nữ ra mô tê. And the black is from your corn, the smut that grows on the corn. Ô về nơi ye phá kỳ mơ yơ ina mơ Ahote, ahote. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, kwa kwa ay tamye na me yurik ya ye. When you're initiated into the Kachina cult, a boy would be about 7, 8 years old. He's taken down in a kiva, and there is revealed to him what the Kachinas are. They're men, and the first Kachina appears soon after we first grow the bean sprouts, our Puwamwe ceremony. That's when our Kachina starts. In about February or March, we have what we call a kokule. Two Kachinas come loaded with the toys and bows and arrows for the youngsters and dolls for the girls, little moccasins. And in the summertime, the home dance. That's when the first taste of our sweet corn. During the dance, maybe the dolls would be attached to corn plants, and it's a very colorful ceremony. The dolls also are given. Woo, 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 hoo, woo, hoo, hoo. Hoote, hoote. Then the dance would start. Ui kwa kwa itam ye na mi yurik ya ye pe. Yes, we are very glad to see each other here today. Nok itam ya pi na hoi na wintima. Let us encourage each other, warn each other to each direction. Na hoi na wintima ni ho te. Oh, we, that's yes. Oh, we, by ya navuti. Yes, it is known that I will not be the first one to let the Kachinas go. By ya navuti. Kanura muti Kachina at matavine.
Which dolls do you see at the beginning of the ceremonies?
These are the early morning Kachina, the Talavai Kachinas.
And what do they signify? Who do they represent?
Well, they represent the early morning, the dawn, and they go and come in pairs like that during the ceremony. They appear and they sing a song, and as they sing, they ring the bell, and they have a bell in their right hand, which they ring in accompaniment with their singing, and they lean on a little spruce tree. On the left, they have a spruce tree which they lean on.
Now, can you give us an example of what they sing during the ceremony?
Sing what they sing.
What is it that they sing?
They sing in a sort of a falsetto voice, which is hard for me to do, but I'll try.
Oh, okay, slower now. I want a different shot.
You can get the hand, the bill holding it so that you can like. Okay, good.
All right.
This is our sun Kachina. It represents the sun, and it's very seldom seen because the work involved in the headdress, those are all eagle feathers, tail feathers that represent the rays of the sun. And he would appear in a mixed dance when we have our mixed dance at different Kachinas that perform at on some occasions. On his left hand, he has a a crook stick, and this represents the life. You know, it's we think that a person, if he longs for a long life, he should pray that his forehead touch the ground, and so when those wishing for a long life would come and hold that stick uh, when they come to him. And on his right hand, he has a rattle, which he used in the dance. The song, if one of the mixed dances would be something like this, it's Ui kwa kwaya itam ye na na mi yurik ya ye pe no itam ya pe na hui na wen win tim ni ye ai ho te ui pai ya na vu ti Kanura muti kachina at mata vene uvinu ye haki mu ina mu mong vastunat ni muyat yu pa hu tu leonia mu put nu tai nu ma put nu yung nu ma hakak pa yu yang ki otanam u bi ma ya pi ha ha lai ani ho te I ho te I ho te. Ahute. Ahute would be A-H-O-T-A. Ahute. They call that, I imagine, because that's that sound, the sound they make. Ahute, ahute. And they prance around very proudly before the dance starts.
Background, maybe the back feather work. Hope I can see your hand.
This, the Wolf Kachina, that's the way he appears in our ceremonies, and he represents a wolf, and he prances around and leans on that stick whenever he stops. He leans on that stick and go from side to side, making motions of a wolf, and of course give the a wolf sound. Imagine though we Hopis are supposed to be peaceful and don't participate in wars, but I imagine we had to defend ourselves, and our head warrior chief would dress like that. Yes. Uh, and the call as in a Kachina, the call he would make would be something like this. And the youngsters, we as youngsters.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a shield of the warrior, and this represents the lay of the village of Shungopavi. Before Shungopa was down below the mesa, and after uh, the revolt, when when they destroyed the mission down below, they moved up on top of the mesa, and this is the lay of the village. That's row of houses. There's our plaza. There's entrance from here and entrance from there. There's another row of houses in the back, and we use this as a brand on all our animals, such as horses and donkeys, and the cattle.
Okay, I'm on a wide shot now. All right, starting rolling.
The singing. I want to show this. Mhm. This Kuyamsi is by the Hopis is referred to as Tu'apu, that's the helper. Uh, he appears in one of our main ceremonies, that's Pachava, and he goes through the village carrying this little boy on the back, and the boy on the back is paralyzed, and those that are affected with bone ailment used to go up and pray to him for healing.
The ceremony itself.
Okay. These are our satlako, Hopi satlako. One is a male, and the other is a female. The way the male has sort of a reddish face, where the female.
That's the female.
The one on the right. Can you tell us where you get colors from? You mentioned the colors.
Uh, that I don't know. The red would be from the cock's comb, which we dry and get the color from that. Of course, the yellows from various yellow flowers, and your dark blue is from the dark blue is from your no tam ya pi na na hoi na win te ma ni a ho te o yu ina mu yu mu. In the olden times, perhaps we didn't have any knives or any tools, just the coarse rocks, and little flat ones like this were made. Maybe just little knots on the side to indicate the divide from the head and the body, and then they're painted, and they're given to the little youngsters to play with. And gradually, as knives came in, the butcher knife, which would disappear in our ceremonial doings from the house, we take it down to the kiva, and we use these to carve with, and then rub them down with coarse sandstones to smooth them out. and then of course the eagle feathers are attached on, and that was our toys. And perhaps the beginning of how about the first thing a Hopi boy would na từ ba sa na wait yang a si ta từ bé bu lì mờ. Hey, then you know, maybe there and stop, and that's a water.
Now start.
This style will, and it's the song they dance to. They dance backwards, hop backwards, and this is the life size of the headdress, and these are eagle downs. That's parrot feathers up in the front with the tail of a macaw bird, and this is usually eagle made out of eagle feathers. But as you know, we can't get eagle feathers anymore, so I've used macaw feathers on that.
Why can't you get eagle feathers any longer?
Conservation's program, you know, the.
Okay, Hubert, can you tell us what Kachina dolls are? What are Kachina?
Carve would be a top. We played with this, made them out of limbs of cottonwood, which grew on our reservation, and we take off a fresh limb and cut it to various size, and you sharpen the end of it, and while it's moist, you know, it would spin, and the larger ones would hum when they hum, and these we call our singers, the little thin ones. When you whip them, they would fly. So these we call our hawks, and we have races around the villages with them. And as they dry, as the cottonwood dries, especially the large fat ones, you know, they become very light, and you can whip it and they'll spin. And this we would give to our little sisters or someone that didn't know how to, you know, how to carve. And that's where we that's about the beginning of the first carving. And of course these are done down, the little ones like this are done in a kivas.
Which are what?
From sun up till the afternoon.
But
About 6 dances are performed for that day.
what I need to know is how many months are involved in your Kachina ceremonies, beginning when and ending when?
And coming to school in Los Angeles, I've continued like at the school in Los Angeles. We had our, you know, a shop period where we learned to work with reeds, made little baskets, and maybe dabble with clay, and
Which schools were these?
where I first went to school was rather where our sisters took my brother and I was at Riverside Indian School.
How old were you?
I was about 10 or 11, about 10 years old when I first went there.
So you didn't completely know about the Hopis as a
Stay here.
Yeah, this is fine. Moving a little closer.
Or would you want me to sing while I'm in, before you start, and, you know, before I hear you asking a question, you know? Like well, I do it too, you know. You sing whatever you're carving, you know.
If we could pick that at first, I would like that. If you-
Preservation of wild animals, preserving of wild animals. You can't use any migratory birds.
Okay, Getting
for
back
this.
to,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Getting back to the doll
Uh-huh.
that you're carving.
Uh, the old ones. It's just knots there for the and a little carving in there for the arms and a little slot for the legs. And of course, this is a flat one, just rounded in the back a little and painted.
Where do you get your source of colors?
The colors. The colors your white is made of a rock called Kalon, Kalon, and the black is made out of smut or soot, corn smut or soot, and your yellow is of the clay we have out on the Hopi reservation, and so is your red. And sometime we make the red out of the coxcomb, which would dry and soak in the water to get the color.
Coxcomb is a flower,
It's a
no?
flower, yes. Mhm. Yes.
Wow.
Well, usually for this type of dolls we make for the ceremonies, it takes about 16 days for the and during that time you have to you would have to make some for your children. If a father had 5 daughters, well, he'd probably go to for the flat ones like this, which you have to get out in a short time. Or if you just have 1 or 2, maybe spend a little more time on it. See? But now that many Hopis, they perhaps have a 8-hour job somewhere, they come home at instead of watching TV, they carve. They come up with something finer like this.
Are dolls still as significant today to the Hopi children as they were in the
Yes.
past?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I need more than a yes. I need to know how they are significant.
Well, they perhaps what they represent is more meaningful to them. Like this little doll will be a water maiden, and those of us from the water clan, we have very good feelings towards her because of the rains that she would bring, and if we prayed to it, that hope that our prayers would be answered. And maybe we should take that.
Yeah, I had to arrange the next
I mean, take it off in case it rings. It should ring during the. So just take it off the hook. No.
What you could do is, if you like, is start carving. Pause between.